Hey guys, it's April 9th, and I thought I would just explain a comment I made on a Vlogbrothers video a little while back. An awful lot of touring, February 3rd to be exact. I made the comment, around the time it came out, no, like maybe a month after, a couple weeks after, we'll say. I noticed that, like, you got your typical comments, that was weird, you have your typical comments that you have on notify those videos are like, oh, accept everyone and stuff. And then there was like a single homophobic thing that was said, and I'm not sure if it was really even homophobic. I don't remember exactly what the quote was. I'm sorry. I should have looked that up, but I didn't want to go through like hundreds of comments. But I didn't. At the time, it didn't seem like super negative to me. I don't think so. I just commented like, oh, nerd fighters are. Here, I'll say the exact quote so no one gets offended. This is in quotes. Nerd fighters are accepting of everyone, end quote. Unless you say something homophobic, then everyone turns on you. Which I think is a fair thing to say, because that's all facts. That's all facts, so I'm not lying. I'm not putting my opinion into anything. Then Vlogbrothers replied, it's hard to be tolerant of intolerance, which I understand. I mean, it is. That's a fair thing to say. But I think when you're being intolerant, you take My dog's right there. Do you want to be on camera? Farley! She's very majestic. Sorry. Just wanted to break up some of the tension in this video, but when you are intolerant about something, you take a single characteristic of it, and that's how you make your opinion. So when you're being against homophobic people because they're against gays, you're doing the exact same thing. You're taking that one characteristic about homophobic people and using that to define them. And I understand how you can get upset about people being intolerant about anything, especially if it's something that you like. If someone's being racist to black people and you're black, then you're probably gonna be offended. So you can get but you go on to do the same thing they're doing, and then you're being intolerant, and then other people start to be intolerant. I don't think that's any way to be. I think if someone's being intolerant, you just let it go. One of the replies to my comment was, you're offended that people are offended by you being offensive. You just inceptioned me by what an asshole you are. That's a direct quote. You can go check out the video. I'm not going to say who it was here because, really, he is an idiot. I said, actually, fun fact here, I didn't offend anyone. But who needs to do research when you can anonymously call someone an asshole on the internet? And then he replies, I'm assuming it's a he, just by women typically don't say things like this. And then he replies, that was a little intolerant, but let's be honest, it's not like women, and yeah, you think you didn't offend anyone just because you say so, ... question mark? Yeah, you're an asshole. So I asked him, what did I say to offend anyone? That offended anyone? I think that's a fair question when someone's accusing you of being offensive, is to ask what you did to offend anyone. And that was, it says a week, but I think it was more like 10 days ago, and he hasn't replied yet, so I'm guessing either he's too big for this debate or he couldn't find anything. Because I personally don't think I offended anyone, especially not previous to that. That was my first comment on this video. I'm not just saying that. You can go back through all the comments and check. So the point of this video is, when someone's being intolerant, it's easy to be intolerant back to them. But I think the right thing to do would just be to let it go and move on, because that way no one is... Intolerance starts in chains of intolerance. Like, if you're mad and then you be mean to someone and then they're mad, and sometimes you just gotta let things go and be nice and say, I see your homophobic comment, and I raise you one smiley face in my comment. So, basic moral of the story, don't be an asshole, go out and make people happy. I had this really weird light on me. I hope that was. I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit different than my usual rambling because I actually had a bit of a point today, and I had a point to make. I will say this isn't to say that I'm never like racist or anything. When I'm around my friends, you say things like, but you just joke. Like, my friend's Australian, and I'm like, oh yeah, you're just like a British person, but your ancestors committed more crime, which is a fact. So, yeah. Um, this video's gone on longer than I thought it would, but I still think I made some good points. I hope you liked the video. If you did, do whatever you want, because I don't want to be one of the people that tells you to comment and like and stuff. If you want to do that, you can, but I'm not going to make you. I wanted to point out, one last thing, I'm sorry, but the only real reason that my comment got so much attention is that it had 133 likes. So, I'm not bragging here, but I think that means, like, some people did like what I was saying, and hopefully I didn't offend anyone by making this video. If I did, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I just wanted to put my point of view out there. This video's gone on far too long. I will see you all tomorrow. Vlog every day in April. Almost double digits. Pshoo!